Uh, 30 verse 5. While they lived and Saul rejoiced in them, when they died weren't sorrowful. 6. They left behind an avenger against the enemy, shall requite kindness to friends. 7. Those making too much of their children shall bind up their wombs. Their bowels will be troubled at every cry. 8. And horse not broken in becomes headstrong. Child left alone will become willful. 9. Cocker your child, and they'll make you afraid. Play with them, and they'll bring heaviness. 10. Then we go over to chapter 31, verse 1. Watching for riches consumes the flesh, and will chase away sleep. 2. Watching care won't what? Watching and caring won't let you sleep, as though it was a disease. 3. Rich have great labors in gathering riches. Together, when they resist, they'll find delicates. 4. The poor labors in their estate, and when they leave, they're still needy. 5. Those loving gold won't be justified. Those following corruption shall have enough thereof. 6. Gold have ruined many. Their destruction wasn't present. 7. It's a stumbling block for those who sacrifice to it. A fool shall be taken therewith. 8. Blessed are the rich without blemish, has not gone after gold. 9. Who are they? We'll call them the blessed, for wonderful things have been done among their people. 10. Who's been tested and found perfected? Give them glory. Who might offend or has not done evil, has not. 11. Their good shall be established. The congregation shall declare their alms. 18. When among many, reach not your hand out first. 19. Very little is enough for one well nurtured, fetching not their wind shirts upon their head. 20. Solid sleep comes of moderate eating. They rise early, and wits are with them. But the pain of watching, calor, pain, and pangs of the belly are with the unsatiable. 21. If you've been forced to eat, arise and vomit, and you'll find rest. 24. Against them that are niggard of their meat, makes the whole city murmur against them. Testimonies of their niggardness shall not be doubted. 25. Show not your valiantness in wine, or valiantness, for wine has destroyed many. 28. Wine measurably drunk and in season brings gladness of heart, cheerful in the mind. 29. But wine drunken in excess creates bitterness in the mind, with brawling and quarreling. 30. Drunkenness increases rage of the fool, till they offend. It diminishes strength and makes wounds. 31. Rebuke not your neighbor at the wine, and despise them not in their mirth. Give no disrespectful words. Press not upon them with urging them to drink. 32. 1. If master of a feast, don't lift yourself up. Be like the rest. Take diligent care for them and sit down. 2. When you fulfilled your office, take place that you be merry with them and receive a crown for your well-ordering feast. 3. Speak to those who are elders. It's your duty, but with sound judgment, and hinder not music. 4. Pour not your words where there's a musician. Show not wisdom out of time. 5. A concert of music is a banquet of wine is as a signet of the carbuncle set in gold. 7. Speak young humans or young people if there's need of you. yet scarcely when twice asked. 8. Make short speech comprehended much in few words. Be as one who knows yet holds their tongue. 9. If among great people, make not yourself equal to them. When ancient are among you, use not many words. 10. Before thunder comes lightning. Before a shamefaced one comes to go. Before a shamefaced one shall go favor. 11. Rise early and be not last. Get home without delay. 14. Who respects Creator receives their discipline. Seeking thy early will find favor. 15. Those seeking law will be filled with it. Hypocrite will be offended of it. 17. Sinful will not be reproved. Find access to enforce their own will. 18. One of counsel will be considerate. A strange and proud one is not daunted with fear, even when their selves have done without counsel. 21. Be not confident in a plain way. 22. Be aware of your own children. 23. In every good work, trust your own soul, for this is the keeping of the commandments. 33:1. There shall no evil happen to them that respect Creator. Even in temptation, thy will deliver them. 2. Wise hate not the law. The hypocrites are a boat in the storm. 3. One of overstanding trust in thy law. The laws are faithful to them as an oracle. 4. Prepare what to say, so you may be heard. Bind up instructions, then make answers. 5. Hearts of the foolish are a cartwheel, thoughts like a rolling axle tree. 6. Stallion horses are as a mocking friend. They befriend any who sits upon them. 7. Why does one day extol another, when every day and all the light in the year is as the sun? 8. By knowledge of Creator, they were distinguished. They alter seasons and feasts. 9. Some Creator made high days and hallowed them. Some Creator made ordinary days. 10. All people are from the dust, and Adam created of the earth. 11. In knowledge Creator divided them, made their ways diverse. 14. Good is said against evil, life against death. So is godly against sinner, and sinner against the godly. 15. Look on all works of Creator. There's two and two, one against another. 17. I labor not for myself, but for those who seek to learn. 18. Hear me, great people of the people, and hearken with your ears, you rulers of the congregation. 19. Give not family nor friend power over you while you live, nor your goods to another, unless it repent you and you desire the same again. 20. As long as you live, give not yourself to another. 21. Better your children seek to you rather than you stand to their courtesy. So I guess rather your children ask of you than you bow down to them. 22. In all works keep to yourself the preeminence. Leave not a stain to your honor. 23. At the end of your life, distribute your inheritance. 24. Fodder a wine and burden are for the ass. Bread, correction, and work are for servants. 25. Set your servant to work and find rest. If you let idle, they'll seek liberty. 26. Yoke in the collar to bow the necks, so are torture and torment for an evil servant. 27. Send to work so they don't idle. Idling leads to evil. 28. Set the work as a fit. If they refuse, put on more fetters. 30. Let them be to you as yourself, for you brought them for a price. It's that slavery talk, but still. 31. Entreat them as a family. You've need of them as you need your own soul. If you're evil to them and they flee, which way will you go to find them? 34:1. Hope of one without overstanding are vain. Dreams lift up the fools. 2. Regarding dreams are like those catching dreams and following after the wind. 3. Visions of dreams is the resemblance of one thing to another, even as the likeness of a face to face. 4. What unclean thing is able to be cleansed of the false? Truth does not come. 5. Divination and sloth or soothsayings, dreams and so divination, soothsaying, and dreams are vain. The heart fancies as a woman's heart in travail. 6. If not from Creator in visitation, set not your heart upon it. 7. For dreams have deceived many, those who trust in them. Or I guess those who trust in them. 9. One who has traveled know many things, having experience will declare wisdom. 10. No experience knows very little. Those who travel are full of prudence. 11. When I traveled, I saw many things, overstood more than was able to express. 12. At times in danger of death, yet delivered because of these things. 14. Respecting Creator, you shall not fear nor be afraid. 18. Those sacrificing for things wrongfully gained, their offering is ridiculous. Gifts of the unjust are unacceptable. 19. The Most High isn't pleased with offerings of the wicked, nor pacified by many offerings for their sins. 20. Those bringing offerings of the goods of the poor, does this one killing a child before their parent. 21. Bread of the needy is their life, defrauding them is a human of blood. And it's highlighted. 22. Those taking away one's living slays them, and defrauding your laborer is a bloodshedder. 23. When one builds and another pulls down, what's the profit except labor? 24. One prays and the other curses. Who will Creator listen to? 25. One that washes his hand after touching an unclean thing, then touching it again. What's the purpose of washing? 26. So is one fasting for sins, then goes back to do it again and does the same. Who'll bear their prayer, or what profit is their humbling? 35:1. Those keeping the law brings offering enough. Taking heed of commandments offers offerings of peace. 3. Departing from wickedness is the thing pleasing to Creator. Forsaking unrighteousness is a propitiation. 4. Are not empty before Creator. 5. For all these things are to be done because of the commandments. 6. Offering of righteousness makes the altar fat, giving a sweet savor before the Creator. 7. Sacrifice of justice acceptable. Memorial shall be never forgotten. 12. Do think or don't think to corrupt with gifts. As such Creator shall not receive. Trust not in unrighteousness. Creator is judge, having no respect for such things. 13. Creator will not accept any person against a poor human, but will listen to the prayers of the oppressed. 36:1. Have mercy on us, Creator. 2. Send fear on all nations not seeking after you. 3. Lift up your hand against a strange nation. Let them see your power. 4. As you've satisfied or sanctified in us before them, so be magnified among them before us. 5. Let them know you as we know you, that there's no source but you. 6. Show new signs and make other new wonders. Glorify thyself and set forth your wondrous works. 7. Raise up indignation and pour out wrath. Take away adversary and destroy the enemy. 8. Make the time short and remember your covenant. Let them declare your wondrous works. 9. Those escaping consumed in rage of fire, let them perish that oppress your people. 10. Smite the heads of the rulers of the heathens, saying, there is no other but we. 11. Gather Israel and inherit and inherit them as from the beginning. 12. Mercy on those who follow you, Israel who is firstborn. 13. Be merciful to Jerusalem, thy holy city, and rest. 14. Fill Sion with unspeakable oracles, thy people will glory. 15. Give testimony to those that thy possessed, from the beginning. Raise up the prophets that's been in your presence. 16. Reward those wanting on you or waiting on you. Let prophets be found faithful. 17. Hear prayers of thy servants, according to Aaron, over thy people, that the whole earth may know one eternal Creator. 18. The belly devours all meats. Is one meat from another better? 20. A froward heart causes heaviness. One of experience will recompense them. 21. A woman will receive every man, yet is one daughter better than another. 22. Beauty of women cheer the countenance. A man loves better. 23. If there's calmness, meekness, and comfort in her tongue, is her husband like other men? 24. Getting a wife begins a possession, a help to thyself, a pillar of rest. 25. Where no hedges, the possession is spoiled. Those having no wife will wander up and down mourning. 26. Who'll trust a thief well appointed, that skips from city to city? Who'll believe one with no house, lodging wherever the night takes them? I guess. 38:4. Creator created medicine out of the earth. The wise shall not abhor them. 38:5. Was not water made sweet with wood, that virtue may be known? 6. Given human skill, that thy may be honored by thy marvelous works. 7. With such does they do thy heal the humans and take away pain. 12. Then give place to the physician, for Creator created them. Let them not go from you, and you may need them. 13. There's a time in their hands and is good success. 14. They shall pray unto the Creator, that they may prosper, which they give for ease, and remedy may prolong them. See, that's how the doctor's supposed to think. 15. Those sinning before Creator, let them fall into the hands of the physician. 16. Creator for the dead and lament. Oh, my bad. Cry for the dead and lament, as though you suffered yourself. Then cover your body and neglect not the burial, which is the custom. 17. Weep bitterly and moan greatly after 2 or 3 days, so you won't be evil spoken. Comfort yourself. 18. Heaviness brings death and breaks strength. 19. In affliction sorrow remains. Like life of the poor is the curse of the heart. 20. Take no heaviness to the heart, Drive it away. Remember the last end. 21. Forget it not. There's no turning again. You'll do no good, or you'll do them no good, but you hurt yourself. 22. Highlighted. Remember my judgment, for you also shall be. Yesterday for me, today for you. 23. When the dead is at rest, let their remembrance be the same. Be comforted, for their spirit is departed. 24. Wisdom of the learned one comes by opportunity of leisure. Those with little business shall become wise. 25. How does one get wisdom holding the plow, occupied in their labor, whose talk is of bulkness or bullocks? 26. They give their mind to pharaohs, diligent to give the kind fodder. 27. Those laboring night and day, diligent to make great variety, giving themselves counterfeit imagery, and watch to finish at work or a work. 31. All these trust in their hands and wise in their works. 32. Without these a city is not able to be inhabited, and they shall not dwell where they will, nor go up or down. 33. Shall not be sought for in the public council, nor sit high in the congregation. Shall not sit in the judge's seat, nor overstand the sentence of judgment. They are unable to declare justice or judgment. They'll not be found where parables are found. 34. But they'll maintain the state of the world. All their desires is in the works of their craft. And then I think I stepped backwards. 37. 2. Is it not grief until death that makes a companion an enemy? 3. Wicked imagination. Where do you come from? Covering the earth with deceit. 5. There's a friend that helps for their belly and takes up the buckler against the enemy. 6. Forget not a friend in your mind, unmindful of them and their riches. 7. Every counselor extols counsel, but some counsel for themselves. 8. Beware of a counselor known before what needs. Beware of a counselor, know before what needs they have, for their counsel for self and cast lots upon you. 9. Saying to you, all is good, then stand on the other side to see what befalls you. 10. Consult not with one that suspects you. Hide your counsel from those of envy, or that envy you. 11. Neither a woman of jealousy, neither a coward on matters of war, nor with the material ones, one envying the thankful, nor with the unmerciful, the slothful for work, nor those who idle of business, not to these any matter counsel or reason with. 12. Be continually with the godly, who you know keeps the commandments. Mind like yours will weep with you in misfortune. 14. One's mind wants to tell them more than 7 watchmen that sit above in high towers, seeing all in parentheses. 15. Above all, pray to the Most High to guide your ways in truth. 16. May reason go before every enterprise, and counsel before every action. 18. 4 matters of things appear: good, evil, life, and death. The tongue rules over them continually. 19. There's one who's wise and teaches many, yet is unprofitable to themselves. 20. One showing wisdom in words, yet hated. They'll be destitute of food. 21. For grace isn't given to them from the Creator. they're deprived of wisdom. 22. Another is wise to self. Fruits of overstanding are commendable in their mouth. 23. Wise instruct their people. Fruits of their overstanding fails them not. 24. The wise will be filled with blessings. All seeing them will call them blessed. 26. A wise one shall inherit glory from among the people, their name perpetual. 29. Be not unsatiable in anything, nor too greedy of meats. 30. For excess of meat brings sickness. Surfeiting turns into calor. What was that? 31. By surfeiting many have perished. Those taking heed will prolong their lives. Parentheses 39:1. Those giving their mind to the law of the Most High and occupied in meditation of them will seek all the wisdom of the ancient times, will be occupied in philosophy and prophecy. 2. They'll keep the sayings of the renowned humans. Where subtle parables are, they are also. 3. Will seek the secrets of the grave and serious sciences, being conversant in dark parables. 4. Shall serve among great humans, appearing before princes. They'll travel through strange countries, for they've tested good and evil of humans. 5. Give their heart to resort. They'll give their hearts to resort early to Creator. Will pray in open mouth in prayer to the Creator, make supplications for their sins. 6. When the great Creator wills it, they'll be filled with the spirit of overstanding. They'll pour out sentences of wisdom, praising Creator in prayer. 7. They'll direct their counsel in knowledge. In thy secrets they'll meditate. 8. They'll show what they've learned, shall glory in the law of the Creator's covenant. 9. Many will commend their overstanding as long as the world existed. So many will commend their overstanding. Long as the world exists, it won't be blotted out. Their name won't be wiped away, known from generation to generation. 10. Nations will show forth their wisdom. Congregation will declare their praise. 11. When they die, the name will be greater than 1,000, while Allah will increase it. 25. For the good are good things created from the beginning. Evil is for the sinners. 26. The principal things for life are water, fire, iron, salt, flour of wheat, honey, milk, blood of grapes, oil, and cloth, or in clothing. 27. All these are for the good of the godly, so sinners turn to evil. 28. Their spirit created for vengeance. In fury lay sore strokes. Time of destruction they pour out their force, appeasing the wrath of the one that made them. 29. Fire, hell, famine, and death are these created for vengeance. 30. Teeth of the wild beast, scorpions, serpents, and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction. 31. They rejoice in their commandments, or in thy commandments, shall be ready upon the earth when needed. When their time comes, won't transgress the laws. 32. From the beginning I was resolved, thought upon these things, and left them in writing. 40 verse 1. Great travail is created for everyone, heavy yoke on the necks of the children of Adam, from the birth to death, returning to the mother of all. 2. Their imagination of things to come in the day of death, their thoughts and causes for fear of heat. 3. From thy sitting on a throne of glory, unto them that humbled in the earth and ashes. 4. from them that wears purple in the crown, unto them that is clothed with linen flock. 5. Wrath, envy, trouble, unquietness, fear of death, and anger and strife, in time of rest upon their bed, their night's sleep, do change their knowledge. 6. Little or none is their rest after there is their sleep, as in the day of keeping trouble or keeping watch, troubled in the vision of their hearts, as though escaped from battle. 7. When all is safe, they awake and marvel that the fear was nothing. 8. Such happens to all flesh, human and beast, sevenfold more for sinners. 10. These are created for the wicked, for their sake came the flood. 11. All of the earth will return to the earth, of the water will return to the sea. 12. All bribery and injustice shall be blotted out. True dealing shall endure forever. 13. Goods of unjust will be dried up like a river, shall vanish with the noise like a great thunder and rain. 15. Children of the ungodly shall not bring forth many branches, but are as unclean roots upon the hard rocks. 18. To labor and to be content with that as a human is a sweet life, but they find a treasure is above. But they that find a treasure is above both. 20. Wine and music rejoice the heart. Love of wisdom is above them all. 28. My child, lead not a beggar's life. Better to die than to beg. 20. The life of one that depends on another is not to be counted as a life, for they pollute themselves with another's meat. The wise, well nurtured, will beware thereof. 30. Begging is sweet in the mouth of the shameless, but in their belly there shall burn the fire.